My name's John Graham, and I'm the badass Granddad you didn't know you had. I'm here to tell you a story, or another one of my adventures. This one about life and death, and to offer a few tips on taking risks and living a life with meaning, courage, and passion. The story starts in a gravel bar in Alaska, and I and 6 other guys had just made one of the most amazing first ascents in North American mountaineering, the north face of Mount McKinley, now called Denali in Alaska. We're feeling really good about that. And now we have to march 2 days back to our van across the tundra. The last obstacle was the McKinley River. Rivers like the McKinley ebb and flow twice a day, depending on when the sun hits the snowfields and glaciers that feed them. We get to the McKinley River at just the wrong time. The river is in full flood, and we should have just sat there and waited for 6 or 8 hours for safer conditions, but we don't, because we've been eating rice and beans for a month, and we remember that the manager of the McKinley Park Hotel had made a public bet that if we came back from what he called a suicidal mission, he would feed us all the steak dinners we could eat. Boy, you could smell those steaks. So we throw caution to the winds and start across. We're roped up, 1 rope of 3, 2 ropes of 2. First 5 guys get across the river, okay. Hank and I start across. Hank gets across. I somehow step on a hole the others have somehow missed, and I'm thrown down to the river bottom. I'm up gasping for breath. I can't swim in that torrent. I can't get my pack off. One of 2 things is going to happen in the next 30 seconds. Either I'm going to hit the riverbank and be safe, or I'm going to pull Hank in too. Remember, we're tied by a rope, and we both will go down the McKinley River and drown. Well, obviously, I hit the riverbank, and just as Hank hits the river, and the others pull us to further safety, and I'm there gasping on the riverbank. And I'll never forget Dave Roberts saying something about my luck, and I know somehow that that's wrong. Dave is wrong. This is not about luck. I mean, I faced all kinds of difficult situations, even on this trip, crevasses, rock falls, all the rest of it. The summer before, I'd hitchhiked without a scratch to the revolution in Algeria, so I really come to believe that I had a charmed life, that nothing was ever going to do me in. But now I had some problems with that. I mean, there must be a quid pro quo. And what was I supposed to give in return? What the hell is going on? I didn't understand, and I didn't really figure it out for almost 10 years. And I figured that, the answer to my question was, there was a quid pro quo. I was on Earth to do something, and that's why I was still alive. I had to figure out what that something was. There had to be a purpose to my life, and it wasn't about luck. And nothing was more important than purpose, I finally figured out. Because a life without purpose is like a watch with no hands. So I had to find that purpose, and I finally did. And I suspect the same thing's going to be true for you. And then don't look to luck. Look toward finding a life of purpose. Look toward finding something that makes your heart sing, and then do it. I thought I found purpose in adventuring, and it was too shallow. Others think they can find it in money and power, and I didn't do it either. What I found in 82 years, and I suspect you will too, is that the most stable source of purpose is service. Is giving back. Is using your skills and experience to make the world a better place. Do that, you'll feel better about it, and you sure as hell will help other people as well. Thank you.